Hi, my name is Wilco van Rooyen and I'm a Florisoft consultant. In this video, I will teach you how to configure your navigator and how to set up the navigator to be used as a template. So let's jump into Florisoft and I will show you how to do it. When you are in the navigator, the main screen of Florisoft, you can reorganize the buttons in such a way that they support your processes optimally. To change the layout in the navigator, you can right-click and select Design Modus, or you can press F12 on the keyboard. Now we're in design mode, and on the left-hand side we will find a bar with buttons you can add to the navigator. By clicking on a button, it will be added to the navigator. You can relocate it, and via the black squares you can resize the button. When you're happy with the layout, you can right-click and select Save, or press F5 on the keyboard and the settings are saved. The next time you start Florisoft, the navigator will just look like this. When you want to go back to the default settings, you can right-click, Design Mode, right-click again to Default Settings. Are you sure that you want to go back to the default settings? Select Yes. When you start Florisoft again, the navigator layout will be set to the default. We close Florisoft, restart it, and the button we just added is now disappeared. This is the default layout. For certain processes, it's not necessary to have all those buttons in the navigator. Therefore, you can configure a template, for example, for a box user, which has only a few buttons. I will show you how to set up a template and how to link it to the data. Right-click, Design Mode, remove all the buttons which you want to have removed. And for the sake of this tutorial, I will speed it up. I place the buttons on the location where I want to have it. I enlarge them somewhere in the middle. I will save this, and this is now my template. To link the template to a certain user, you go to the Constants, System, Users, System User, and for instance, the flowers user, you go to Settings, Navigator Via, and you search via the drop down or you type it in the user for which you have set up the template. So if we log in with the entry control user, you see that it is configured via the template. This user itself cannot change the settings. The current user is configured via a template, so they cannot change and use the design mode. Log in with the super user again. I want to go back to the default settings. Yes, yes, close. Now I'm back to default. You can also change the look and feel of the navigator. Go to the design mode and you can select a predefined background color. So we select this color. When you want to change the colors of the buttons, you can right-click in the navigator, go to Theme Colors, and in the color picker you select the color for your buttons. You can enter a color code here or via the slider, whatever you want. And if you want to have a random configuration, you can click on the random button. And Florisoft will pick a random color for the buttons and for the background. If you want to go back to the default color of the buttons, click on these two and they will be set to the default color. Right-click, Save, and now your configuration has been saved. These colors apply for all users. This is how to set up the navigator and how to configure a template for certain users. If you have any questions, do not hesitate to contact the support desk or your consultant. For now, thank you for watching and see you in the next video.